Dang it. WELELCOME. It's WARMINHERE. It's warm in here. NICE. Holy crap, it's cold out here. This is bullshit. Fucking Florida, motherfucker. Total bullshit. Damn good month. Supposed to be at least 65. Well, guess what? It's 30 degrees. I'm like, guess what? Fuck you. Here, they don't kill goddamn near anything. Been looking for you for a month. Here. They don't kill it, nothing will. Hey Rob, how you doing, brother? I'm playing with the fireplace. Check this out, brother. Here, let's take a trip. Yeah, it's warm enough. I don't need a shirt on. Check it out. I went and moved a freezer today, and cause it was Thanksgiving. I mean, whatever holiday it was. Halloween, yeah, because it's orange. They had a bale of hay. Okay, well these bales of hay are $20 each. So I picked up the freezer. That's 135 pounds. Here, let me set this down because I'm kind of exhausted, to be honest with you, brother. All right, so I picked up the 6-foot freezer and put it in the truck by myself. I took it to the scrapyard for gas money and to get it out of her way. 137 pounds. I weigh 110 pounds. This is a 6-foot piece of steel I have to pick up and put in a truck. Real easy. Back kind of hurts a little bit. And then I was driving down the road to take it, and there's these bales of hay sitting on the side of the road. So somebody bought all of these bales of hay. Now check this out. Okay, I don't know if you can get a scope, but you're sitting at ground level here, brother. Okay, I got this many stacks of bale of hays. I got another stack of bale of hay right over here too. That was there. That filled up my whole truck. So 20, 40, 60, 80. I got 105 pounds, $85. Just out of the goodness of my heart. Helping these poor old ladies get this stuff out their yard. They just done got a brand new, but they didn't haul off their old one. I'm like, they're going to charge you $35? Yeah, I can pick that up. I figure scrap metal, $35. I didn't figure $5. She's like, just take the hay also. I don't care. It was just out front to scare the kids. You know, I can start a fire. You know, hay burns pretty dang good. Ask anybody that's been in a wheat farm and going, dang it, my hay's on fire. There goes the barn. So this guy, he comes over, and talked to me for a minute. And he wants 2 bales of hay, and he's going to trade me firewood that's cut up, and he's going to bring it over. Well, hay burns pretty dang quick. Fire logs burn kind of slow and nice and warm. Like, deal. Let me know. I'll come over with a chainsaw. We'll cut something down. But he's like 6 foot tall and 1,700 pounds. He's he's not a small child. He's a 40-year-old, 6'4", 100. I'll bet if I had to guess his weight, I would guess at least 190 pounds. And I know he's 6'1", 190 pounds. Young, about 24 years old. He would have thrown that refrigerator in the back of the truck and not even broke a sweat. Be like, let's roll. What'd you have for dinner? Oh, can you hear me at all? Am I rambling to myself? It's normal. Yeah, he's good lineage. He doesn't drink. He doesn't smoke. He doesn't eat ham. Okay. So he's I have a faith that he'll drink a beer with me. He quit cigarettes because he's trying to not die young. 24, shit, I wished I'd have thought of that. Pushing 60, I'm just praying to God I can die sooner or later. I'm just kidding. I like life. I mean, who else can find 4 bales of hay for free on the side of the road? I knocked on the door. You giving this away, or is it just sitting there to scare kids? No. We used it for the hail bear. I guess they put it in a truck and the kids get in. And then everybody rides on a bale of hay because it's way more comfortable than sitting on the back of a truck. And then they just sit out in the road. They don't have any horses, and neither do I, but I got a use for it. He's going to take it and put it somewhere else. I don't care. I'm under the assumption that you left because you're getting dinner, you're doing something else. Oh, let me know if Cindy or anybody's there. I'm gonna put my shirt on. Maybe that scared you off. Sorry about that. It's just a little warm in here, that's all. Good girl, Molly. You wait and see. I probably got copyright hits for just talking to myself. Talk about some unfair, weird shit. Come on, damn it. Just trying to get the clothes that I can wear. It's 85 degrees in here, brother. Well, if it gets down to 35 degrees, Molly, we're set. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Only darkness every day. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. She's always gone too long. Anytime she goes away. Wonder this time where she's gone. Wonder if she's going to stay. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. That girl's gone too long. Anytime she goes away. Hey, Kelly, how's it going? It's a split. You're going bananas? Oh, I've got food. This is my natural weight. I've weighed 120 pounds. I'm down to 117, so I'm 60 years old. I weighed 120 pounds when I was 18, 125 when I was 18. I weigh 121 to 117 now. I have worn this weight on this body since I was 18, and I'm 61 this year. This is my natural body cycle. I got food. I have food. I just don't eat food while I'm, you know. I figure I can get away with that. I'll show you. But I got different food than everybody else. I guess. I don't know. Maybe people have food like this. See, this is a dinner. This is this is a dinner. I don't know if you can read any of that. It's a London broil. Am I holding it upside down? That's a London broil. So what I do is I take it and I slice it, and then I barbecue it, and then I make sandwiches. So I make sandwiches like that thick, that big, between pieces of bread, steak. That is just old beef. So yeah, I do eat. I just that takes a long time to cook, and I can't read this, talk to people, cook at the same time. I mean, not on a computer. I have to sit in front of the computer to read what you guys are saying. But this goes back in the freezer for a minute because I already had dinner already. Feel like an ad for food. Did you know that you can barbecue these? You can barbecue these pizzas. They're not small pizzas. You could barbecue these pizzas in a propane gas grill. You cut all this topping off, you just slap it in there. You add more cheese and put more pepper on it. Slide it around with a big old thing because you got to have a 20-foot stick. Put it on the hot plate, chop her up. Now, occasionally, when you're cooking, you may find yourself in a situation that you're not really ready for. So what you do is, since the grill is right here, is you get a chopping board. And then you get you a what you call a small knife. See, and then you get you a small knife, just a small knife, nothing more than about from your fingertip to your elbow. And so when you get to whittling on the food to cook it, remember to get your fingers out the way. Okay? And then what you do is you cut up this food and then you put it in the barbecue. And then you stir it around. And then when it gets hot, you taste it. That needs to cook longer. But you got to have a small knife because you may cut your fingers. You'd like to have these and not cook them. It really did, it makes it hard to cook next time. Yeah, it is a London broil. Yeah, they were on sale. I like I'll be honest with you, had I might have my druthers, if I could get a slab that size of ribeye for what was it, 14, 12, 14, 20 bucks, some stupid crap. I think that was $14, whatever. It was on sale. Um, they had more that were, bigger, but London broil is, it likes a little marinade with it. It has a tendency to have a little bit of, that one doesn't have any, it's just got a little bit of fat, no gristle. That's why I went through and picked them all out. I'm spreading them all out till I find the best one. I put them all stacked back together. I'm like, y'all have that. This one's mine. I'd have worked with the butcher. Yeah, cut me the piece that doesn't have any weird shit in it. But I would have rather had ribeye. But a slab of ribeye that big, that thick, bam, you're dropping $100. Straight out. There ain't no way around it. You can say, "Oh, it was only $75.99." I'm like, dude, that's $100. That was my whole income for the month. I got a pizza, 2 cans of tuna fish, a London broil, some bread. Can't afford it. Love to have it. Yeah, I've got I wouldn't use that. That's a machete. That was just for, you know, YouTube folk. They're like, holy crap, that guy's dangerous. No, I have decent butcher knives and things like that, of course. Cutting board. It's a regular size butcher knife. And I've got a bread knife, one that's got shredded edges for I don't know, stuff that just don't feel like wanting to be cut. And then one that's got wavy little lines in it for fine grain stuff. I've got it in the freezer because I have a ham. I got a ham this big, and I've been whittling on it. So I'm cooking ham. But that's why I said the guy come over. I said, "You want a beer?" I said, "Yeah." You got any cigarettes? He don't smoke cigarettes. He don't smoke weed either very much. But what he really wanted was the bales of hay because he saw them in the back of my truck. Like, well, there. Yeah, you can have a couple of them, but he's like, well, you can come over and get fire logs. I'm like, deal. I mean, I gotta put the hay back in the truck. Hell, I just got it out of the truck and put it on the back porch. Now I gotta put it back in the truck and drive it over to his house. Fuck. I'm throwing all these fire logs in the back of my truck. Fuck that, man. I gotta carry something back. It might as well be something I can keep fucking warm with. Yes, cut it against grain, however. That's why I was saying when I held it up, if you noticed how I held it, because if you cut it this way, which would be the thick way, that would be the with the grain, but you'd have to balance it up and down. And it just doesn't work. You cut it this way. Sometimes you have to cut a little bit more diagonal. You can tell. I mean, anybody's trust me. I've eaten beef. My dad used to get a half a cow in a freezer, and we would get stuff out, and we all just go. Dad would be grinding the stuff that we just left over and making hamburger. Mom's cooking stuff that she don't even know what the fuck is. I'm like, we got ribeye. What up, Eppy? How you doing, Mr. Logic? We're discussing how to best cook stuff without burning your fingers and cutting your fingers, toes off. If you got to hold a cow down with your feet and start to whittling on it, watch your toes. That's why they made boots. Yes. Unfortunately, one of my the one I use Discord on, that computer is in a mental state of anxiety, we shall call it. And I can't remember how to log into my own Discord station without creating a new one. But RIM is in one of my homerooms. Our homeroom that we should be going live here in about 30 minutes. It's a music station. And as soon as I think it's linked to my IP address, to be honest with you on that one. But I knew it was going back to school and everything, and but I would like to finish some of those games that we were actually making money on. Plus, let's face it, you guys are smart. You're like, what's the matter with this? Oh, you have this server connected to that server, and we need to reroute it. I'm like, just take control of the computer. I don't know how the fuck to do that. I let him have control of my computer several times. He didn't break it. I was fiddling with it one day and just pushed some button and it went poof. I'm like, I ain't got no sounds. I don't have no sound. Apparently, your fist on the keyboard does not create a sound later on your computer. It does make a sound at the time. However, Fist and keyboards, not family friendly. I haven't posted much on the TJ homeroom. We created a new one for Sydney. Hang on, you're typing really quick, brother. You said a lot of words that I can't really interpret because I can't understand. I can send you a homeroom link to Cine. It's a music station, heavy metal, requests, songs, pretty much anything. Um, as far as gaming, because that was my gaming computer. I'm on a little no, it could probably do it, but I've got 16 stations open right now, and that is pretty much the limit on this one. Oh no, that's cool, man. Thanks for dropping by. Ah, shit, man. Drop me over some chick any moment of the life. Like, hey, yo, I'm out. Yo, honey, what's up? You got the man in the house. We're all right. You want to listen, Luther Vandross, little smooth operator? Nothing but a charm, sweetheart. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. I am washing my water ball with pure alcohol. So I gotta go scrub that. In a little bit, anyway. DeSantis, he's okay for governor. He ain't gonna be my dang president. Nobody tell me what to do anyway. Molly, you doing okay, honey? Daddy, you done fed me. It got nice and warm in here. I'm up on my couch taking a nap. Why you even be calling me? Taking a nap, sleeping, comfortable. You woke me up. This bullshit. I'm sorry, honey. I just wanted to make sure you still had oxygen. Fire alarm hadn't gone off, so I'm pretty sure we're good with the oxygen supply. H2O. That would be a Hall and Oates. Kind of a love song stuff. What do you feel like listening to, love? Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. I wonder who sung that. No. Sunshine. She is Isgogo. Karaoke. Um, no, I'd rather hear the original version. Bill Withers, thank you. 1972. Swear I thought that was older than that. I bet if you punch it with your fist, it's not gonna last too long. I can talk. It's just if nobody's here, it's kind of redundant to talk to myself. Hey, look, that comes in this. That's a pretty big jar for such a small dang nugget. I mean, I can't stick it up my nose or nothing. Can't eat it, but still, for $20, you'd think. I was thinking that thing was full. I was like, that's it? Are you freaking kidding me? I mean, it's medical and all, but damn, you got to pretend like that's it. That's all you get. Like, I got to seal this shit back up. It's freaking solid gold, apparently. I do not know who's that damn rich. I will grind it into small little teeny tiny pieces before I smoke it. I mean, that's got to last a month. You know, they don't give EBT cards, EBT card. All right, maybe they do. I don't know. I ain't never walked in and say, I'm on welfare. I'm going to need a pound of this and 3 pounds of that and 7 pounds of this. I'm going to need a bale of hay and 2 cows. I don't know what they can handle on that one. But anyway, you put it in this cool grinder thingy. It's like a coffee grinder. It's actually a spice grinder. See? And it's got these little chop them up mechanisms. And I know it looks like, oh well, that was nothing. And then you got unscrew this part. See, this is all magnetic. It's all like freaking magic, man. Like magic show here. Where did all the pot go? Ta-da! It's magic. It fell through the little holes. And I spilled some on the marijuana. Um, and then you go, well, that looks like a fair amount. And like, so you get kind of like scared because that don't hardly look like much because you expect it that'd be a half full. It ain't half full. A little quarter. So then you go like this, and you set this down, and you go like this. Get out of there! Where is that stuff? And you look at it suspiciously, like, is there any left? And you decide probably not. So then you got to do this like disappearing magic act again. Because this has like really teeny tiny fine threads. This all precision made, brother. There's magnets involved. I mean, look, you could hold it upside down. Lid don't fall off, but it's magnetic. That's got a screw thing on it. Now, there's a hidden compartment that many people don't know about. And that's where you store your hash. Okay? This is where you put your cocaine and shit in the very bottom of this. But you don't tell nobody about that. Because ain't none of their damn business. And you tighten that motherfucker up real good. That way, if they go to hold it, they just get to the top part. They didn't know that was in there. We were discussing how to finally grind powder because he's into a spice factory and he does homemade coffee with fine spices. And so I'm explaining how that this would be the finest spice. I guess I just talked to Storm Rob and Cindy's not going live tonight. So All right, he said it doesn't appear as though she is at this present moment in time frame. My sound system isn't working. My sound system isn't working. My sound system is not working. Goober butts. I said that I just. Oh, I talk really quick. I said that I had just spoken to Storm, and it does not appear as though Cindy's going live tonight. Before that, I was telling how to grind spices in this cool spice finder. I paid $45 for this. It's a grinder. You know, you put coffee beans and stuff and hand grind them. And how it has filters and stuff until it gets down to the stuff. Yeah, you can buy these online. They're like 20, $30. That is stainless steel, magnetic and all. I ain't selling damn things. I'm just saying this is pretty cool. They cost $45. I'll be damned if I'm not going to use it. Yeah, you could put like pepper and then turmeric and stuff. It's got to be, it's got to fit in between here. And then even if it's a little bit, you just crush it down with your fingers and smush it down. And then you got to really kind of turn it when it gets, bound up and stuff. But, once you start getting it, then, you know, you just unscrew it and all the spices come down into the spice catcher thingy. I'm just using it for marijuana. Yeah, the Turks, or what they call, I call them Turks. See, they end up getting collected underneath this screen here. There's a screen right there. And then the real fine particles, that's your high THC content right in there. I just leave a bud in there for good luck. No, it's not meth, buddy. No, it's just strictly medical marijuana. I have a medical marijuana license because I'm disabled, crippled, and retarded. Actually, it's because I'm in pain, and the doctor said, "Well, we can do surgery." I'm like, hey, "You got no other option other than surgery?" "Well, we can give you fentanyl." I'm like, "You got something less than fentanyl?" "We can give you marijuana." I'm like, "Okay, I can handle that. I ain't doing straight meth, motherfucker." "And you ain't cutting my back open and prying into my spinal column with a knife. I am not Dr. Experiment on." Yeah, I'm just mixing a little bit of sativa and indica. They're trust me, you have to you have to have a license for this bullshit. You don't find this fucking stuff on the street, Well, you can, but not like this. That's why, I mean, if FBI, I mean, I'd be like, nah, here it is, and here's my license. We're sorry to bother you. I don't know why the fuck you're watching me on YouTube. Me and a couple buddies talking about how the hell to get out of pain. It was like, wow, that ain't the best idea. You ever been on chemo and had cancer? I bet you wouldn't find that too offensive. I used to smoke hash. Oh heck, I don't even think you can get it anymore on low. No, you can't get it. I mean, let me think. Last time I had hash was in like 1980, and it wasn't legal back then at all. Yeah, it's got a whole different kind of high to it. I remember back in the day when you could get about underneath this much in there of cocaine. You just got to know how to open the damn thing. And then there would be cocaine or something up underneath there. Back in the day. This is waterproof. Man, I believe, honestly, if you're going to have stuff, you might as well have it set in a way that, like, see, this is a fishing buoy. It floats, it's got seals. It floats. You could hook it to a fishing line and they fish. Well, think if you tie a fish line to this, that's just a float. And you can catch a fish. And up underneath there's a fish. And once you catch your fish, you have dry cigarettes and a lighter. Yeah, but a $10 dime bag of Coke used to cost $100. I didn't have the best hookup in life. Apparently the manager at the Walmart, I mean, ow. See, the manager at the McDonald's, um, after hours, but it was really pretty expensive, like $100. I mean, you get a bag of weed like this big, by this big, half pound of freaking weed. But you'd only get two tiny bags about this big of cocaine. But it honestly doesn't take that much because I took a half of one of them and sprinkled it on my pot and smoked it. Different reaction. There were helicopters flying overhead. I was concerned. I wouldn't even know how to get it anymore. Like I said, it was just in the 80s. They used to hang around the high school. I used to go to high school. It wasn't hard to find. Nowadays, if you have something like this, everybody's like, "Oh my God, hide it." I'm like, A license for it. Shit. I mean, I ain't gonna smoke in your house or nothing. I'm gonna come up here all crazy. Yo, can I get some toilet paper? Yeah, Quaalude, stuff like that, man. I'd be terrified to even touch it nowadays. Somebody like, come over. Hey, dude, I got a whole bunch of cocaine. I'm like, hey, dude, I'm afraid of it. Okay, I have heart conditions nowadays. At 18, that didn't bother. I didn't know. Nowadays, hell no. I'm gonna stick to my medical, what my doctor says I'm allowed to have. See right there, doctors recommend it. They test it. You have 14.3% TC in it. I'm like, okay, whatever. I didn't know we were measuring it that closely. It's all good, man. Hey, I just thank God at least I found something that keeps me out of pain and surgery. I gotta admit, it doesn't always lend to me doing a lot of extracurricular activities other than learning how to play music. About yeah. You know what a pound of pot is right now? A lot more than you would think. 1 pound of pot right now costs $2,578.71. 2,000. It may actually, depending on what state you're on, be more expensive than that or less. But I'm talking about pure grade, real fucking cents a million. Yeah, a bag of pot. I gotta check on this. I'm drying my towel. I don't want it to catch fire. I'll be back in a second. How you doing, baby? You know damn good and wrong I love you, man. You know what, baby, that's fine. Rob, I'm kind of wandering around because I'm doing some work around the house also. I'm just trying to keep organized. Oh, look at me. I'm so rude. I didn't even ask what the temperature was. Dumbass egocentrical Roger. Um, hey Molly, you gotta go outside? Is it warm in there? Is it warm? Is it warm? Is it okay in temperature? There. Personally, I think it's a little chilly, and I got a fire going. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, you gotta be careful with LSD. Real damn careful. As a matter of fact, if you never had LSD, if you ever had LSD, you might never want to try it again, even. It ain't no damn joke. I can see how sometimes people go a little bit overboard. PCP is basically, yeah, there was a guy who used to take PCP. Man, he was a violent little son of a bitch. Swear to God, mean hell. He eventually, in wood class, tried to cut somebody's arm off with a saw. And that's the last we seen of him. He's doing time. The age of 17, that ain't exactly the kind of. We were trying to learn how to build a house, not get people's arms chopped off with stupid shit. He was there because his parents, I guess, told him to go to school. Better because he wanted to chop people's arms off. I don't know. Some people are weird. He looked like he was 23, but he was in 10th grade, 11th grade. He was in 11th grade, but he looked like he was 23. Took PPC, that PRC, whatever the heck it is. You could tell what days he was on it. You're just like, man, that motherfucker is crazy. Next day, he'd still be crazy, but he wasn't randomly picking out objects that he wanted to attack. Yeah. I mostly hung out with the nerds really a lot. Went to art class, learned how to build houses, except for this guy was doing PCP. I just smoked a joint at lunch and thought I was a bad dude. Learned how to play frisbee. To talk to the girl out in the parking lot. Yeah, I'll get a bag of weed. You want this? Yeah, sure. 8 hours later, what the fuck was that? Oh, that's LSD. I'll try it again. Kind of trippy. I'm not sure if I made an A or a D on that class. I'm not even sure if I made it to school that morning. Then you're sitting on the side of the road going beep, beep, beep. Everybody get out of my way. Police pulls up. Woo, 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 woo. You're like, may I see your driver's license? I'm like, sure. Why did I pull you over anyway? Would you like to step out of the car? I can dance out of this car, bro. You ain't seen nobody on LSD like me. I can slide through that window, jump up and down, walk a straight line, walk it backwards, get back in my car, and drive away. I do not know why you are behind me, but you were slowing my rhythm up. I was playing with my radio station. Yeah, and that's exactly what I said when I finally realized what I was doing. Thank God I never killed anybody. Thank God I never killed myself. Thank God I will never do that again. And if anybody asks, I will tell you some of this shit is outrageous, dangerous. Don't do it. It can lead to death, homicide, handcuffs. You end up homeless. You starving to death. It could lead to a lot of psychological issues where you just figure everybody else is crazy, but not me. And you know damn good well you're crazy. So you have an internal debate going on, which creates problems. So you have to try to invite somebody else to help you. That's what I said. I didn't get killed. I didn't kill anyone. I just finally realized after a certain amount of time, oh my God, this is all fun and games, but I have a life. And then I began to realize that actually people liked me, which was really neat. Oh, well, back then, there wasn't any fighting over dope. Everybody had it. Here's 20 bucks. Close enough. Looks like a bag of weed. I mean, we used to get bales, freaking bales of weed, and put it in the back of the van. So, I mean, weed wasn't a problem. We'd each chip in 300. So it was thousand bucks. Me, Billy, Jack. There was two other dudes. Five times three, 1,500 bale of weed. A fucking bale, like a hay bale of weed. A lot. Like a handful. Here, you want a cigarette? I think that's 100 joints. Yeah, it was also different weed, and they were selling. I just got some because I happen to hang out with them a lot. They just hand me a whole bag of it. Here, go away, kid. I mean, you don't there's not a lot of options. There's not a five and dime where you can go and buy steak and ale. No red lobsters or anything where they can eat. And it's just kind of a cycle of. That's why you kind of actually have to. You can't stay stoned in school. You really have to pay attention to what the hell they're talking about, so you can get a top secret clearance and not work for the rest of your life. Have somebody pay you money. But it doesn't mean your life has to be totally. You're not a nun. I wasn't a priest my whole life. Okay. I just become a hell of a lot more religion as I got older. Oh Lord, please help me. I'm gonna have to be careful. Back then, I was just trying to figure out theologically whether it was plausible, whether we could be sold saved. And then after I had my first heart attack, I was like, yeah, there sure is an afterlife, because I remember it well when they were going, wake up. I'm like, why am I back on earth? I was having a good time. And then I realized I had more to do in life. For instance, I just helped somebody move a freezer today. She's 85 years old, and her lazy ass motherfucking kids are freaking 300 pounds each. 35 years old that are still living at home, have three kids of their own, couldn't manage to take that and get it out of the yard for her. So 120-pound, 60-year-old man had to do it for her. That's some messed up shit. They ain't a drink. They don't do drugs. It's a weird shit. I mean, they don't openly do drugs around me. They just have one weird ass lifestyle. They come by and eat her food and sleep there and bother her mostly, it seemed like. I've lost a friend or two over, shall we say, misunderstandings. But I've never been set up to fight anybody over anything. Well, probably over girls. Yeah, I could see how that would happen quite easily. Okay. That's all you had to say from the beginning. I got it all. Okay. That bitch be crazy. I know. I tried. I think she's both. Work out a deal. You can have her. Hell no. No, you can have her. I'm telling you. She's yours. No, you keep her. Really, honestly. No, brother. You have her. You go over to her and tell her the good news. Neither one of us wants you, lady. You're mean. Go away. We'll find other people. I can easily see how that would happen. All right. Now for the hard part. This is full of 93% octane. Obviously, these are the bowls that you but the other problem is this part has to be washed. Now this is also full of it's basically alcohol. It's 97% pure alcohol. But the way this thing is made, it's really not easy to clean inside. Now I have to go wash the whole thing out with clean, fresh water and soap. Hot, clean, fresh water. I didn't get all the residue out, but the hot water will help bring the rest of it out. Rob, imagine back in the day. You remember back in the day when we used to be kids and somebody had a bong like that and it was all black and everything and nobody put online how to clean it with this much grain alcohol. All you do is wash it and have one of these cool things, which is basically what you get for Christmas decorations. You could hang these on a tree and make a bow out of them. This one just happens to be a pretty color because I like the color gold. It's just a really long pipe cleaner. You can get them at Walmart. They're not expensive. You got to go to the aisle where they sell arts and crafts, or at Christmas time they got packages of them because people use them on Christmas packages to make bows. I have smoked out of some. Well, we just straight up call it nigger rig shit. Toilet paper roll, aluminum foil, poke holes in it, put a pinch in there. I gotta go put some soap in this and heat it up. Ow. Freaking ow, 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 ow. Yeah, no kidding. Hot water is hot. I put Dawn soap, just one drop of Dawn soap in it, and then in the the small section, what we call the pipe, the water comes straight into that. It fills up the chamber, and it goes out the mouthpiece. So I put 2 drops of Dawn soap, what you wash dishes with, in it. And then right now it's running. It's running pure hot water into it until all of the bubbles come out the top. And then I'll go and empty it. And I mean, I know it seems ridiculous because it's just water. And then I fill it with distilled water and smoke out of it. But if I mean, I remember when we used to put beer in it, smoke it. If there was a fly in your bong water, they were like, it don't matter. You didn't give a Now I want it sterilized, clean water in a clean glass. I know a couple of people that have some plants. Billy and Jack got busted for making a greenhouse. Slap on the wrist. I mean, 20 hours community service, but I just wasn't with them that day. They had some good trees going too. Cops followed them into the woods and like obviously a setup. Wasn't our land. We found a greenhouse and we were innocently watering the plants to help whoever was letting them die in there so the plants could live. We're in the nature. So once you finally get through all of this process, I really honestly didn't clean it as much as I had wished to. It's upside down. It's dripping water. Bloody hell. It looks like this. See, I didn't scrub on, I missed that one corner right here. I missed this part because you can only fill it this much. So that's just residual smoke, but it's perfectly clean. But I hang it upside down to get all the water out, and then I put fresh, free, clean water in it. So it has to go outside and dry. Now, and that's about it. Now you just have to wait for till you damn well feel like it. Fill it up with clean, fresh water and not have any kind of residual germs that'll kill you, and pour this down the toilet or throw it in the fireplace and watch it explode. Either one works. But the important part is if you're going to put stuff in your lungs, at least have something half-assed, even though it isn't. Just like a cigarette. I mean, you know who can grow it, how they can grow it, and how they do it, and how they put the filter on. Okay. If not, at least get a decent brand of cigarettes. If you cannot afford cigarettes, and nobody can afford cigarettes, I highly suggest don't smoke ever. Because if you can afford it now, it does not necessarily mean that you're going to be able to afford it later. Cigarettes are fucked up crazy in price. I know, right? You and I know these things. Kids don't know it yet because we did stupid stuff and we're like, I mean, I did some stupid shit, but you guys are doing stupid shit that I wouldn't even do, which is way too stupid. I wonder if Storm just didn't realize that maybe Cindy isn't coming on live. Maybe she is. I'm gonna chat because I ain't dissing nobody on no reasons. I'm only live because I basically just wish to talk to people. You know me. I hope nobody hit her station. Okay. Everybody needs some time away occasionally. I can quite understand that. Hell, sometimes I can't even get out of bed praying to God I don't have any more pain. Right? Uh, Ow! Honey, we've already had the. If you want some ice? Let me get you some ice water. There you go. Mm, 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 mm. Good girl. We're going, sweetheart. There wasn't hardly nothing anyway to begin with. I haven't left. And it's have to kind of be careful about which direction the wind blows into the house, so the smoke doesn't come back out towards me. I'm working with the smoke and the heat. Oxygen supply thingy. In other words, if this house is sealed too much, we could have smoke inhalation problems. That benefits nobody. For real. Well, it was never really honestly about getting the house cold off, is it? It's just more of a matter of, well, I mean, it's warmer. If it was 32, I'd be paying a hell of a lot more attention to this fire than I am right now. That's for sure. Molly? Come here, baby. Tell me something, sweetheart. Did you have a good day? Mm. Mm. Your ear's bothering you. Right. I'm gonna have to mix some hydrogen peroxide and water and then clean your ears. 150-pound Rockwaller. Clean her ears. She loves to have water poured in her ears. It's her favorite thing to bite you from. She'll shake her head and slobber on you and be like, hold still, honey. I know you're dizzy. Wait until it stops tingling and your ear won't itch so much. You won't have ear infection. Get rid of the damn headache. Ow! Yeah, that's hot. It don't look like there's a fire going. Seriously, I know it doesn't look like a fire. Look, all you see is that little teeny kind of glow. Yeah, well, that's freaking hot. Everybody, you won't stick your tongue on it. Like, ow, that's hot. Told you. You better have welding gloves if you're gonna touch that. That is red embers. That is your clue. That is hot. I actually have the front door open, and it's only 56 degrees outside. 56 is really not even cold, hardly. I mean, it would be if it was 56 inside the house. Outside the house, but it's not 56. Comfortable. It's not 90, that's for sure. All I can think to do is just play music if they're not going to go live. But nobody can hear the music because it cuts it off. Because I don't know how they do it. This dude's funny. I didn't even know that picture was there, to be honest with you. I don't have TV. No, I don't have television. No, I literally don't have television. Yeah, I said I don't have a television. I have a television set. I got a big television set. I unplugged that 5 or 6 years ago. I don't have a TV. I mean, I have a TV, but it works. I just don't watch it. The only thing I watch on TV is what's on this computer. The computers I have are my TVs nowadays. Why buy a separate? I mean, if I'm live streaming and I have a LCD screen, TV, and stereo, and it's all playing behind me, but really, I just watch. I program my TV. I guess you'd call it. I watch whatever's free on YouTube. If it costs $5.99 to watch the new movie that came out on YouTube, I ain't watching it until somebody pirates it and I happen to find it. Hey, guess what I found? The new Shrek movie, Shrek 14. Donkey is sold. He won't even get out of bed. I don't know if you say the name of it or send a link. I could watch it. Court TV. I could watch it. I guess. And if it's on the internet, it can be found. That's just a statement of fact. I mean, as far as what can be found on the internet, anything can be found. Or, well, not anything, but I mean, you know what I mean. TV shows and stuff like that. Like even stuff that they, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Total Recall. It's on the internet. If you program your computer to download it and hook it up to your smart TV, you just got a big LCD screen computer. It's not really a TV anymore. It's not like where you're playing with antennas and going AM radio shit. It's all up in the internet now. Is it a movie or like Perry Mason or I see I don't understand the reference because I've never seen it obviously. Oh, you're talking about that specific. You talked about it yesterday, and I told you I wasn't following it. I don't understand. All right, let me see. Uh, thing is, if I start playing with it while I'm going live, it's just as likely to kick me off as it is to tell me what's going on. Like, oh, we can't tell people this. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. 9 minutes, 5 minutes, 9 minutes, 10 minutes. Murder, Charles. Day 1, day 4, day 5. We got day 3, 4, and 5. No, we got day 3, 4, and 5. Yep. And 6. Which day do you want to watch? I don't have 1 through 2. I got 3. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't know what the fuck this is about. I don't know who the fuck got murdered. I don't know anything about it. Apparently it's in Tallahassee, is all I know. Long damn way away from me. Well, there's a lot of people following it. I actually had a chat. People talked about it. Live. This one. That one. This is day 3 of that trial. They had a chat attached with it. I know nothing about the case, so I can make no. I don't know anything about it. It's nothing I've followed. But yeah, you can find stuff like that. That's day 3. I got 3, 4, 5, and 6. I don't have day 1 or 2, and I don't have the accusations. And I don't have the lawyer. What the hell's going on? Shit. I mean, I could figure it out. It's just I can't do it right now because I got Molly out there. I got a fireplace going. I'm getting dinner, and I don't have 6 hours to invest in trying to figure out who murdered, how, why. By the time I figure it out, it obviously didn't hit mainstream news, but I don't watch the news as much as I used to because nobody will let me talk to them anymore. Okay, so tomorrow will be kind of the lawyer's statement. See, I missed the whole trial and what really happened, so it kind of takes away from all the fun of I know this motherfucker did it. He did it with a knife in the alley on the 4th of September and 3 o'clock in the morning. I could tell by his left shoe stain. I don't know any of those facts. Oh, I know you didn't mean that. I just I did want you to understand that I can find stuff like that. It's just, normally I do that when I'm like, "Hmm," and I'll just send a link to myself under one of my homerooms and I'll go and look it up and I'll be like, I can come back. I'll be like, all right, here's what happened. And he's getting 10 years and maybe 15 years. Should have got 20 to life, but he does 20, 15 years and 5 years probation. Now I decide how old he is, and if he's 35, 20 years from now, he'll be 50, pissed off as hell because he was in jail. Not got a clue what the hell's going on. I mean, let's face it, if you go somewhere for 10 years and you come back to America, I have walked out my house. 2 days later, after sleeping, I was passed out, dead drunk. I walk out my house. My neighbors are screaming at each other. There's kids going trick or treat. There's some goblin coming towards me. I'm like, oh, hell no. I ain't going out. I only missed 2 days. That shit's got zombies out there. Imagine 10 years. Say, bro, you gonna bend over and peck that soap up? Like, oh, I'm gonna pick up that soap, boss. Well, good in jail. Come out. Yo, dude, don't bend over in front of me. I don't know, but you're gonna get your ass kicked that way. This ain't jail. This is ass kicking. We don't put up with that shit. We'll put you in the trunk and bury you. We don't go to jail. That's without very, very many facts. But with murder, it should be life, obviously. But it's touchy on those, depending on the situation. I mean, if you just outright fucking murder somebody, wrong town, wrong city, wrong state, and you a fuck up. And you dead. You're going to spend the rest of your life in some jail somewhere in here. We don't have the death penalty in Florida. I don't think. I don't know. There's 10-20 life. That's it. 10-20 life. You get 10 years, you get 20 years, or you spend the rest of your life. You got three options. And 10 years just means you accidentally killed someone. Or you scared somebody to death with a gun and shot at them. That's 10 years. Boom, right there. Get away from me. Dude, I'm just trying to talk to you. Boom. You didn't shoot him. 10 years. Goodbye. You shoot him, he don't even die. 20 years. Minimum. If he dies, fuck it. Still life. You shoot him and he dies, your fault, his fault, don't matter whose fault. If it wasn't self-defense, life. You're gone. I know these laws. I know them because I was in jail for one of them. And I was facing 20. The truth is, I never shot at him. I never pulled a gun. I just happened to have a gun on me, and he said I did. Because if I shoot at somebody, trust me, it's going to be life, because I am not going to fucking miss. Oh, this must have been a murder from way back then. Oh, to reconstruct if he actually did it. Now that can be a difficult crime to solve. I know I say things backwards. Solved a crime. And yeah, that part, the how the hell they figured it out. Yeah, that part is very dang interesting. A lot of times it's just really smart people with a dang sense of good luck. And tell me you feel better, baby girl. Me and Molly had I don't know what they call them. Summer sausages. They're like this big around and about that long. They're huge hot dogs. I think you're supposed to slice them up and cook them with eggs. I just make them as a hot dog. I don't care. I don't feel like cooking eggs. I never dealt with the police other than, Speeding ticket. Call the police. Somebody's coming over here trying to kill me. If you don't remove them, I'm going to shoot them in the fucking face. You know, I've read a lot of detective novels like Sherlock Holmes and things like that. Yeah, there's some weird. Good God, there's. I mean, everybody's like, don't watch Roger. His station's crazy. I'm like, dude, I'm real. If I had a job tomorrow, like if I was still in the Navy, this website would not be engaged in this manner. I would be talking about schematics of rockets, trajectory of, I mean, sometimes I do talk about science and stuff, but nobody's asked me many questions. How did the spacewalk go? Really good. What did they do? They replaced the communication antenna equipment. Really? They replaced an entire. No. They changed the codes on the KG-84s to match a frequency that has some military code. Are you talking about top secret clearance stuff? Yes. You ask what they did on the space lab to fix the damn computer codes and why the all-girl team did a 4-hour spacewalk and marched out and changed something on the computer antenna receiver transmitter mechanism. I'm like, they reset the encryption codes. I don't know how much more damn difficult I can make this. I saw which buttons they pushed. You want to know what kind of computer they were working on? Why they mounted it outside is beyond me. Apparently, so people could get to it and fix it. So they get to float around in space and go bzzz, bzzz, bzzz. You got a magnet here. There's better be magnet. Otherwise, they're just floating around in space. You don't want to get them all lost. Be like, y'all stay together in a little hive panel. Bzzz, bzzz, bzzz. Hal, open the airlock. I'm sorry, Dave. You're not authorized to enter this time. Hal, open the airlock. I'm sorry, Dave. I cannot comply with you. Hal. Hal. Come on, bro. You know me. Clickety clock. Time is on the clock. I'm running out of air. Sorry, Dave. You pissed me off. Hold your breath. Keep pushing buttons. See if it works. I'll fix your commuter codes. Let me talk to Earth. Let me talk to Earth. Is that really Dave outside? Yes, Hal. That's Dave. Are we sure? Someone's knocking on the airlock. screaming, Dave, let me in. Dave's not here. I keep telling him, Dave's not here. Hell, Dave wants in the airlock. I'll think about it. Oh, Metal Princess went live? Good, because I'm making up stories just to entertain myself. I have nothing else to do in life. Imagining Dragons, which is a beautiful song, by the way. Whatever it takes. That Imagining Dragons has many good songs. But the point of referendum is I'm here to support my friends. Gramps, Metal Princess, live. I'm not showing it live. Community live. I didn't get a notification. This is bullshit, man. 0 equals 1. Thank you, Rob. I'm connected now. Um, yeah. 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 can't move without feeding me. Yes, Molly, give me a second, please. Okay, just a second. Yeah, for sure. You know that. You know we have to swear. You're not starting to death. Quit slobbering on me, damn it. There's absolutely no reason on God's green earth why that should have gotten hit. So unfair. I turned the sound off. My eyes hurt. I was gonna look up a movie and take a nap. I said hello over there. I try to watch them, but me and Molly had a bite to eat. And I had to move about 500 pounds worth of stuff, 5 times my weight of things today. You weigh 300 pounds, figure you moved 1,500 pounds worth of stuff. Give you a clue how much work you're going to do. I moved 600 pounds worth of stuff. Everybody's like, I can pick that up in 4 minutes. I'm like, you don't weigh 100 pounds. So it takes me 3 trips. I got to pick this end up, pick that end up. I do twice as much work as you do because I can't just pick it up and throw it and be done. Pick it up and move it, pick it up and move it, and pick it up and move it, and pick it up and move it. Hell, that's 100 pounds. I moved 3 times. Why don't you pick it up and set it down and pick it up and set it down, pick it up and set it down? All of a sudden, it gets a lot harder. I don't care how fucking strong you are. It's the god dang truth. Yeah, that song. I don't know why. It's a good song. Here I am typing like a damn fool, and it's not in the box. bullshit. They took care of you guys in the military, didn't they? Not really, motherfucker. They sent us to war. Getting shot at by people. Consider that being took care of. There. I'll take care of you. Go out in the war zone. Hope you don't get killed. Yeah, they took good care of us. Bullshit. Well, when you retire, you got it made. Yeah. If you don't mind being broke on Tuesday, you got paid on Monday, and you got a month worth of tuna fish. And you're praying to God you don't get tired of tuna fish so you don't starve to fucking death. They're taking good care of you. Well, you got your health care. Yeah, but they cut out dentists and they don't care about your eyeballs. You're not going to see anybody for about 3 months till you're damn near dead. And sometimes they just go, well, we don't know what the fuck it is. Just keep coming back. Eventually we'll figure it out. Like, I don't have gas money. Like, tough shit. Guess you're going to die. Yeah, I'm took care of on the medical side. Well, I got a free burial out of this deal. Yes, sir. As soon as somebody finds my body, they're going to put it in a hole somewhere. I figure you could get that for free, to be honest with you, because everybody's going to be like, well, we're just going to have to keep walking around that dead body till it disappears. Somebody's going to put you in a hole somewhere anyway. Free or not, they will. Just fucking fact. Might sit there. Well, eventually turn to dust. I guess, Thank God we didn't have to pay for his burial. Did it make a difference? The motherfucker was dead. Been nice if you had show a little respect during his lifetime. But if you're not going to respect him during his life, who would expect you to respect him in his death? Fucking get real. There'll be a few people go, damn it. I like that dude. He was solid. I know at least God's got him in his hands. It's probably about the best you can hope for, baby boy. Right? Just send me an angel. I sure wish we had a lot more money. I know we could do things too. It's not like I'm not coordinated. It's not very strong. That's why I never joined the infantry. Do you have something that involves me being very safe, hopefully? I can eliminate at least 3/4 of you people because none of you people are actually nice to me. A damn few at least. Shrug your lights.